In the previous podcast, we discussed funding and budgeting and how financial resources support urban forestry programs. Today, we're going to focus on how those programs measure success, program evaluation, and performance measurement, because it's not enough to plant trees, prune branches, or respond to storms. Urban forestry programs need to understand whether their efforts are effective. And that requires evaluation. Let's start with a key idea. You can't manage what you don't measure. Evaluation is the process of assessing how well a program is meeting its goals. Performance measurement involves tracking specific indicators over time. Together, they provide feedback that helps improve decision-making. Now let's talk about what gets measured. Urban forestry programs often track a range of performance indicators. These may include canopy cover, how much of the city is shaded by trees, tree survival rates, especially for newly planted trees, maintenance cycles, such as how often trees are pruned, risk reduction, for example, the number of hazardous trees addressed, and ecosystem services, such as carbon storage or stormwater interception. Each of these indicators provides insight into program performance. Now let's consider why this matters. Evaluation helps identify what is working and what is not. For example, if tree survival rates are low, it may indicate problems with planting or establishment practices. If certain areas have low canopy, planting efforts can be adjusted. Now let's talk about data sources. Evaluation relies on data. Tree inventories, GIS systems, and field inspections all provide information. This data is analyzed to identify trends and patterns. Now let's consider benchmarks. Programs often set targets or benchmarks. For example, a city may aim to achieve a certain percentage of canopy cover, or maintain a specific pruning cycle. These benchmarks provide a way to measure progress. Now let's talk about reporting. Evaluation results are often shared through reports. These reports may be presented to city officials, stakeholders, or the public. They help demonstrate accountability and progress. Now let's consider continuous improvement. Evaluation is not a one-time activity. It is ongoing. Programs use evaluation results to adjust strategies and improve outcomes. For example, changing species selection, improving maintenance practices, or reallocating resources. Now let's connect this to funding. As we discussed in the previous podcast, funding depends on demonstrating value. Evaluation provides the evidence needed to justify investments. Now let's consider transparency. Sharing evaluation results builds trust. It shows that programs are accountable and responsive. Now let's connect this to urban forestry. Evaluation helps ensure that programs are aligned with long-term goals. It supports sustainability, resilience, and effective management. For the ISA Urban Forest Professional Exam, focus on evaluation concepts. You should understand what performance indicators are used in urban forestry, how data supports evaluation, the importance of benchmarks and targets, and how evaluation supports continuous improvement. Questions may involve identifying appropriate metrics or interpreting program outcomes. Program evaluation is how urban forestry learns and improves. It turns data into insight, and it ensures that efforts lead to meaningful results. In the next podcast, we'll continue by exploring urban forestry planning and how cities develop long-term strategies to guide their urban forest. You've been listening to the Arborist-podcast. Our goal is to grow our collective knowledge, one domain at a time. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep this momentum. Until next time, let's keep growing this community together.